What's up, guys? It's your boy FastLaneD, and today's video is gonna be about my baby Mona. Now, as you guys know, I love this bike so much. It sounds so good. Yes, sir. It's fast, it looks incredible, and it has all the creature comforts you could ever want. It's got heated grips, it's got cruise control, it's got navigation. But as always, you can't have the good without the bad, and I've been having one issue with this bike, and it's the rear suspension. When you're riding, it's super chattery. Like, you feel it shake for a sec, it stops, and then it shakes again, and it keeps doing that as you ride, which honestly makes you lose a little bit of confidence in the stability of the bike. I think this issue we got going on back here is the reason why I felt more confident on my Ducati than I did on this bike at the track. A lot of you said I looked faster and looked more comfortable on this bike than I did on the Ducati, but at the time, like I said, that rear suspension just chattering up and down the whole time definitely made things feel a little squirrely. Man, it's so hot outside, guys. I'm literally drenched in sweat, and I was out there for a few minutes. So to give you guys some background on what's been going on and what we've already tried, I brought the bike in to get the rear tire swapped before the track day. While Bo was swapping the tire, he noticed the rear shock was leaking. So he warrantied that part. We got another one, we put it on. I was riding the bike the very next day, and that's when I really felt the vibration on the bike. I'd never felt it before then. So I immediately brought the bike right back to the dealership, and we noticed that the brand new shock we had put on was leaking again. So they replaced it a second time, so we got the third shock actually on the bike. And I packed everything up and I headed out to Austin, Texas. I didn't ride the bike much while we were there, but while we were at the track day, I had Lance take it out. If you don't know Lance, he's a retired professional racer, so he knows what he's talking about. He took it out and he was like, yeah, something's wrong. It's not the rear shock, it's something else, but yes, you're right, you're feeling it. Because I was like, am I going crazy here? So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, not having any confidence in the bike makes me not want to ride the bike, and then at that point, it's kind of like, doesn't make any business sense to actually keep the bike. Or do I take that $40,000 and buy a different bike? So today we're gonna take Mona back to the dealership, take the entire rear end apart to try and get to the bottom of this issue. But alright guys, we've made it to Tampa Bay Motos, or AKA Eurocycles of Tampa Bay. Let's get Mona off the back of the truck and into the service department. Man, he's back again. Hopefully we can figure it out this time.
We're gonna do our best.
She's so beautiful though in this sunlight, man. Look at the carbon, all the carbon fiber just shining on this bike, man. Only thing we're missing is potentially the tank, the subframe I've seen some people do, and then maybe even we'll do the kickstand. But we gotta get it running right before we do anything else. I always say with my Ducati, it's like having a hot girlfriend that you love looking at, that may be a headache to deal with sometimes, but when you look at it, you're like, ah, it's worth going through the headache. Ain't that right, Connor?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Sure.
Real quick, guys, let's take a moment to thank today's sponsor, which is BetterHelp. As you guys know, back in December, I took a huge leap of faith and moved down here to Tampa, Florida for work. Leaving everything and everyone I knew behind definitely left me feeling isolated and sometimes overwhelmed. And don't get me wrong, having these beautiful bikes here and having some throttle therapy definitely helps, but sometimes you need just a little bit more. Having someone there to help you navigate through tough times can be a game changer. And that's where BetterHelp can come into your life and my life. BetterHelp is an online therapy platform that connects you with a licensed therapist from the comfort of your own home. They offer various therapy options such as phone calls, video chats, and messages to make it super convenient. What I love about BetterHelp is how easy they make it to find the right therapist for you. With over 30,000 licensed therapists in their network, they match you based on your needs and preferences. Plus, if you don't vibe with your therapist, you can switch at no extra cost. If you're dealing with work-life stress, isolation, or any other mental challenges, I highly recommend giving BetterHelp a try. So head over to betterhelp.com/FastLaneD or select FastLaneD at sign up to get a special discount off your first month. Let's take the first step towards a healthier, happier you. Huge thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to it. Before we get into my bike, I want you guys to check out this beautiful S1K they were just servicing. It's got the calipers that I should be getting for a bike very soon. And it's even got the underslung in the rear. And these are also floating calipers. They're aftermarket. You can hear them kind of there. If your wheels are, excuse me, if your calipers are stock, they will not do that. Got the Alpha Racing buttons up top here. The Alpha Racing coolant hoses. And yeah, this thing is set up right. We might have to do the floating rotors up front, maybe. Worth the money?
Yeah, 1000%, bro.
How much are they?
I can't tell you how much these were. Mine are like 600.
Oh, that's not bad. It's gonna be a lot more than that. Bill's also working on another bike that has this beautiful blue carbon fiber on there. That is so sick, man. Aftermarket exhaust cam? What does a bike sound like cammed? Does it sound nuts? What is that?
Clutch and a pressure plate.
All I know is the heat wrapped in gold airbox, and that's it. Otherwise, you're speaking a foreign language to me, dog. Here's the rest of the bike. Dang. All the blue carbon completely torn apart. Stretched in the rear. Yeah, this thing's gonna be moving whenever it gets back out there on the streets. As always, Bo's like the BMW guy down here in Tampa, man. Everyone knows to bring their bikes to him. And it's got a white frame. I didn't even notice that. But all right, back to the reason while we're here. So, Bo, we gonna get this thing figured out today, man.
I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna rip the book apart.
It's stressing me out, dude. It's stressing me out. And we have a big trip coming really soon, so I really want to have this bike dialed in.
When's your trip?
July. We're going cross country all the way to San Diego. Yeah, this that was my face when they asked me to do it, and then the more I thought about it, I'd be like, it'd be fun content to travel, meet you guys, and bring the bikes and ride to some really unique, cool places, because that's what motorcycling is all about, at least on the street.
Better be riding all the way there.
Hell no, I ain't riding all the way there. We are definitely trailing, which you could honestly on this. At all my bikes, this or the new bike, I could do that on. But it will be trailer. It's like 40 hours, I think, plus to get out there. So if you were to guess what is wrong right now, it's causing that vibration back there. What do you think it is? Because the rear shock, we looked at the rear shock, we've replaced it twice already, so that's third one. So it's not that anymore.
Maybe a wheel weight, but they seem to be on. Wheel bearing.
Wheel bearing, wheel weight.
Just a line, something.
Hopefully it's something really simple.
Maybe one bolt.
So yeah, Bo's gonna tear it down and try and get to the bottom.
You have like the whole swing arm off.
You gonna take all that off? I'm about to say that's a like 2-day job. So we're gonna let the boys and Bo focus in the back, but I wanna show you guys some of the new bikes that they have out here on the showroom. This is the first thing that caught my attention, this beautiful YZ. I think it's a 250, but he's got this thing outfitted. You see the knobbies on there. This thing is sick. We'll see if we can do a first ride on this, because I had a Supermoto, so obviously I love dirt bikes as well. They've got this brand new beautiful Ducati 959. I've always had a thing for the white with the red wheels. I always wondered why they didn't do a V4, Panigale V4 in this color scheme. I think it would look sick. It'd complement the SP2, which if anyone from Ducati ever watches this video, y'all need to do that. This and the V4, that would be insane. This Gixxer 1000rr, which the R has the suspension up front, and it also has launch control and some other stuff. And this one specifically has these raised up clip-ons, which looks interesting. This guy was obviously a serious track rider as well. You see it on the rear boogering up. And also I really want to get on this Tuono. Look at all the carbon on here. This thing is sick. Yeah, that's that's not gonna work. That exhaust is huge. That's almost as big as the exhaust was on my H2 when I got it. But instead of getting on this one, oh, I thought this one had an exhaust. Okay, never mind. This one is stock as well. We'll have to find one with an exhaust that we can ride, because I know you guys will not be able to really truly appreciate this bike unless you can hear it. And this bad boy, oh yeah, this has a Competition Works exhaust on there. Oh, I know this thing screams. Yeah, 100%, we gotta get on this. We might do a first ride video on this thing today. I've always wanted to ride one of these. Yeah, this thing is just so pretty. If I were to get a cruiser, this would definitely be on the list for sure. Single-sided swing arm, it's got the fatty in the rear, which y'all know just how I like it. Also always wanted to ride one of these, the single R. And then I really like the color wave on this R12 right here. Just the sparkle in that paint there with the gold. Yeah, this thing is absolutely beautiful. And inside they got the expensive goodies. 1299 Super Leg is still here. V4R is still here. Someone actually bought this that watches the channel, so hopefully you guys might see this again. I'm gonna link up with him. He has a Busa as well, and he lives right on the water in Clearwater, so yeah, that'll be cool. Congrats to you who bought the bike. Remember guys, if you buy a bike and let them know that I sent you, you get your $100 in-store credit to spend on service, parts, gear, whatever you want. We also got this electric scooter. I don't know the official name of it, but I rode this around the parking lot and it was actually really cool. It's got the single-sided swing arm on there, and it's actually surprisingly quick. So if you guys want to see first ride video on this, I know that you guys don't like electric stuff. I got that from the Energica video, but we could do that if you guys want to see it. And of course, they got this beautiful race-fitted S1K out here. This thing has every single part you could freaking think of on it. I also love the race buttons on here. I want to do this on a bike. We might do it on the R1. I'm not sure yet, but I think that's just so cool looking. Yeah, this thing is just absolutely insane. I heard it's wild to ride on the track.
No, it's hot, but it ain't that hot.
I forgot my stuff. I really don't have it. I just looked. I was like, damn it.
You got all the cameras.
I know. Well, I gotta remember everything. The cameras, my gear. I got riding pants on and riding shoes and gloves.
Dylan, I'll be honest, if I was as rich as you, I would also not be wearing gear.
No, I would normally wear. I forgot my jacket and everything, so I drove my truck here. We're gonna do a quick test ride. This thing looks phenomenal in this carbon. Hopefully, we got the suspension dialed in and Bo checked a bunch of other stuff. We're gonna go for a quick test ride. Nothing crazy. I'm not gonna be riding hard or anything like that. We're just gonna see if the suspension is still chattering. Oh, well, I'll be right back. The guys here giving me hell, man. If you don't have friends like that, that'll give you hell for not wearing any gear. I'm squinting hard right now. Like I said, I don't recommend. I just forgot my jacket once again. There's gonna be a million comments. But if you don't have friends that encourage you to wear your gear, they need to find some. All right, Mona, please, 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 for the love of God, please, no issues. I can tell immediately. It feels like it does it still a little bit. I've been trying to avoid the fact that this thing might just need a whole new suspension setup, because that's going to be like a couple grand. And when you spend $40,000 on a bike, to have to spend even more money just to have the suspension, not even race suspension, but just not have the bike vibrate like this, because that rear end is just, you just feel it's shaking. It's a little frustrating. So I've been trying to do everything I can to possibly not have to upgrade it, but boys, we might have to. Yeah, it's still doing it. Yep. At least she sounds good. Alright, we're gonna pull a U-turn here. Oh boy. I was really hoping I'd get to take Mona home tonight, but I don't know. I might have to leave it overnight. The suspension does feel better because we adjusted it for my weight, but it's not 100%. Now I'm just really frustrated. Damn, man, come on. Damn it. It's still doing it. I guess we're leaving her.
Throttle, off throttle, or constant?
Just constant.
Vibration in the rear.
Yeah, it's just shaking.
Okay. That's a chatter. If it's up and
Yeah, it's just chatter. Well, guys, we're gonna leave it here overnight and we'll work on it tomorrow. To be continued. Guys, look at this beautiful orange booster right here. Some random guy we saw. If I were to get a booster, that is the exact one I want right there in that orange. Hell yeah, that thing is sick. Bro, look how mean it looks in that rearview mirror. But right now, we are headed to Tampa Bay Motos to pick up Mona. Bo checked a bunch of different things. I'll have him explain everything that was done, but I think we figured it out. And if it is what we think it is, you're not gonna believe this. All right, guys, so we got the bike back home here, and after all that, everything we fixed, I think we pinpointed it down to this rear tire right here. So we put a new one on, suspension is all set up, everything is perfect and dialed in with this bike, and fingers crossed this was the issue. But we're gonna take it for a test ride and see. Make life a ride, babe. Now, new tire, we gotta be careful. It's almost like riding on ice.
What?
Oh, hell no. I couldn't let that happen. Ain't no way, dude. Ain't no way. Guys, I think it might have been the tire. We'll do one more pull here. Woo! God, I love this bike so much. When it works, the tire made a huge difference, like night and day difference. Like I can still feel it a little bit, like a tiny bit, but I really think having the suspension set up for my weight now. Oh no. Nope, it's still doing it. Oh my gosh. It's getting better and better. Like the suspension, fixing that, or setting that up for my weight, definitely made a difference. And then same thing with that rear tire. The rear tire made a bigger difference than the suspension. So it might have been a combination of things, man. Guys, I don't know. I need y'all's help, man. I'm stumped. And so's Bo. We've tried so much stuff and everything checks out fine. Part of me thinks it could be the chain and sprocket, maybe, that needs to be swapped. The chain is adjusted. Bo did all that, so I know it's good. God, this bike is so good when it works. I don't know, maybe that's normal. I just don't ever remember it doing that before until we changed out the rear shock and the rear tire. So I don't know, I guess what I need to do is I need to swap bikes with someone that has an M1K, the same tires, stock setup, all that stuff, and see. God, this bike is just beautiful, man. With the light hitting the carbon right there at the perfect angle. Such a looker. I don't know, guys, like it's such a small, minute thing. Like those two things definitely help. That part of just like, since we can't figure it out, just has to like live with it. But I don't want it to be something small that leads to something big happening. But like I said, it could also just be me being super sensitive to how the bike feels. But like I said, none of my other bikes do that, and I don't remember this bike doing it. So I need y'all's help. If y'all have any suggestions other than what we already tried, comment them down below. Let me know, because we're honestly just stumped. But guys, that just goes to show you how big of a difference suspension and tires can really make in the feel of a bike. That's really all I got for you guys. If you guys enjoyed that video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, join the FastLaneD gang, baby. I'll be reading all the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. As always, work hard, be consistent, and you can do anything you want in life. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Mona, your boy, we're out. Peace.